if you do, it's Sahara. So today I am doing a probably my last full-length video of Temu recommendations for Black Friday, early Black Friday deals, because Black Friday is right around the corner. I think we're about, I want to say about 2 weeks away, so I was thinking that that should give you enough time to still buy these items that I've mentioned before and to buy the ones I'm also going to mention in this video. So as usual, I will pop my code up right here that when you type it into the search bar, it should save you some money, bring up the Black Friday deals page as well. And my previous video, 2 videos ago, I mentioned a variety of things from Temu, ranging from women's to men's things. In my last Temu recommendations Black Friday video, I mentioned clothes, but in this one we have cosmetics, beauty, for those of you who for those of you guys who like beauty, which I hope my beauty's still looking good because I did my makeup and then I went out, and you know, things get messed up when you go out and come back in. It's not the same. So let's just go ahead and get started on this video, and I am going to zoom you guys in. Okay, so now that we are up close and personal, actually I think I'm going to start with clothes just so I can get that out of the way. So the first thing I have right here are some earrings. Everything will be linked down below, so don't you worry. I did get these earrings and I love these because they're like a square rectangle-ish geometric shape. They kind of have like this ribbed type of look to it, but they're so cute, and it is, like I mentioned before, really hard to find silver tone jewelry, especially earrings. More so silver earrings, I mean to say, rather than like necklaces, because I feel like you can find necklaces, but it's the earrings that is really hard. And then the next thing I want to mention are these Nightmare Before Christmas nails. These are so cute. I just put these on because I am going to be doing a Nightmare Before Christmas DIY for you guys. I know, like, I don't know, what do you guys consider Nightmare Before Christmas? Do you consider it to be like 100% Halloween, or are you kind of like in the middle like I am? Like, I feel like it can go for either Halloween or Christmas depending on what you make it. Keep that in mind. Jack is on the pinky because the other nails were not going to fit of Jack on my nails specifically, and it will come in a pack like this with the nail file and the nails. I don't know how many nails there are, but I think it's 2 packs of 10 nails maybe, and then these stick-ons, but I did glue mine on. So yeah, 2 things down. Also, the outfit I'm going to mention, I am wearing it right now for the holidays. For me, I'm not too much into dressing up. I mean, probably if I was going to like some sort of Christmas party or New Year's party, I dress up, but I'm more laid back. So you already know I'm gonna put on this blazer, and I just got it from Temu and I love it. I think this was the one that I mentioned in my last video, which was the clothing you know, recommendations. And yes, I'm wearing the blazer today. It is so nice. I'm also wearing the sports bra underneath. Now, it is a sports bra. You can go for a crop top, but I did get this one from Temu, so I thought I'd mention it because it does have the white saying going along the sides. I just love how this looks. I would love if these straps can go over a little bit more, but it's kind of made more of like a square shape. I'm also going to pair it with the white sweatpants. Now, the sweatpants are men's that I got from Temu, but I'm still gonna pair it with that because I feel like just for a more laid back casual outfit, but of course the pants are still saying something because of the design, and it's gonna match the bra. I'd also just put on that Balenciaga bag. Balenciaga bag. I can see it over there that I got from Temu as well. I'd style it with that and the loafers that I got from Temu. So that's a one outfit. And then of course, if you still wanted to do the blazer with like some sort of black crop top, I did also buy some red pleather pants from Temu as well. So I'll just put those on just so you can see both options styled if that's something that you want to go for. Now, we're going to move on to the makeup. So first and foremost, I do have this bag that I got from Temu. It is just so cute. I love it. It is one of those viral type of packing bags that you know, take on the go. Well, I got makeup on the side of it. Like, if you are traveling, these are great. They did have the miniature size that's like smaller than this, like probably half the size. I see it, but I cannot get up to get it because the tree is right here, and like that back and forth is not gonna work. Now I do have makeup from a few other brands in here that are not from Temu, but I'm not going to mention them because again, this video is just about Temu and me showing you guys recommendations for their Black Friday sale, so we don't have time to mention any other brands anyway. I want to start with kind of like my routine because I feel like that's just going to help me remember it better. So of course I always start with brows, and these two products right here, it's a duo, but honestly I just bought it for the brow product, but the brow gel is not bad as well. 7th Girls Brow Duo pencil on one side, and it is a thin pencil, so you definitely have to be careful to make sure that you don't break it when you're applying it. It's not as creamy, it's not like stiff, but it's not to the point where it's just gonna glide and you feel like it's just like going everywhere. It gives you enough control, so I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, it's still a really good brow product. And the other side is the spoolie. Now I did get this in a shade I think is black. I don't like dark brown brow products on my brows. I like when my brows are dark like black, not dark brown, black. Some people have their opinions about people shouldn't go for like a really dark brow pencil or brow product because it looks harsh, but I think it looks good on my brows. And again, I do make my brows thinner. Today they look a little bit more like boxy. Usually I make them like more of like a thin line, but my hair, I went natural, and sometimes my hair just kind of throws me off from what I'm used to. Brow gel. Now this one right here is not bad at all. It is a clear gel. It does have this little small applicator. Personally for me, I can't really judge a brow product like this because my brows stay on all day. I don't have any fading. I mean, do you guys like genuinely have fading with your eyebrows? Because I feel like people always say like they gotta use a brow gel to set their brows because they're fade. Mine don't fade, and my brows are shaved all the way to here. Remember, my brows are naturally like thick, so they're like this and like this. I shaved them like all the way to here, so I cut the tail off, and I also make it thin. So I am drawing, you know, it could also be because I'm really drawing mostly on skin. So that's probably maintaining the brow product to the point where it's not going to fade like everybody else does, because you know most people, they apply their brow product on, you know, hair, so that could make it fade. So you know, we all have different problems, but again, still for the duo, excellent. Let me go down. So I then worked on my eyes, and I used the concealer to prime. This is the Beauty Glaze. This was the Beauty Glaze concealer in the shade number medium 405. A beautiful color, by the way. It is perfect. It's more of like a yellow tone. It has a really nice flat applicator. Like, can you guys see the applicator? I hope it doesn't like try to focus on me. It's really matte, so if you do not have oily skin, if you're more like dry skin, I would not recommend this because it's way too matte. Like, this will stay on all day, little to no creasing, but it's such a good concealer. I'm definitely gonna need to repurchase it because I'm almost out of it. I don't really feel like you get a lot of product because I feel like the packaging is kind of like double packaged, so there's a little bit less product in here, but it's still really cheap, $2 or $3, so you can buy a couple of them for the price that you would pay for like one that could give you more, so still recommend. For my eyes today, these two products, three products I actually used. Leto Piate palette. Oh, this is one of those palettes that you would want to take this wherever you go. I keep it in a box because I'm the type that drops things and I know it will break. Like, why am I even turning it like that? That's ridiculous. 4 shades in here. Excellent quality mirror, by the way. You have a brightening powder, which right here, it is a mattifying brightening powder, yellow tone. This one right here is a shimmer. Then you have your bronzer down here and your contour on this side. I do use these two products, especially this one for the nose, and I actually use these two for the eyes today, the bronzer and the contour. I use that for like the crease, and then I actually went in with another palette to put a little black eyeshadow right there. But yes, this one right here is what you see on my nose. It's also what you see in my crease as well. Only downside is that it only came in 1 shade, so you know, it's not gonna be good for a bunch of different skin tones, but you know, if you can still rock it, get it. The next product I actually went in with is this Mathic highlighter in the shade number 2. Now I did get this originally for highlighter on the face, but it's way too glittery. I always say glittery. I hope you guys can see, like, not in the inner corner, but like on the eyes. Do you guys see how beautiful that is? It is a glitter gold, and I did wet it so it can glisten glisten even more. So I'm just swatching it right here. Look at that. I hope the camera is focused. Yeah, but this is so stunning. Like, oh my gosh. The next product I have for the eyes today that I actually applied in the inner corner that you can also use on the face, which if you can see, yeah, I used a little bit. I tapped it in with my hand because I'm not a big fan of applying highlighter on the cheeks anymore. I just do not think like it fits me the best. So I've stopped applying highlighter on the cheeks, but I would still recommend if you do apply it and it's not glittery at all, because it's more of like that smooth putty type of formula that's almost wet. Zayo Yumi, I don't know, Party Girls Diamonds Highlight. And it does slide. Make sure I don't dig my nails in there. A more rosy champagne tone and a more white, icy toned white. Oh, you know something? I think it has a shift to make this shade pop even more in the inner corner. Is I went in with this Mafic setting spray, and again, Mafic is this brand right here. I went in with this Mafic makeup setting spray because it's really dewy. I definitely think this is supposed to be a dupe for, you know, that other brand, but this right here is very dewy. If you have dry skin, highly recommend. Apply it on a makeup brush and apply it, you know, the shade on the lid in the inner corner, and it is so stunning. Like, this right here is what I applied today. I did not apply these lashes today because I applied them and they did not go with this look. But these are the lashes that I also got from Temu. They come in a pack, 5 pairs altogether. I just need a new style because I feel like this style is just a little too much for me. Like, it's heavily dramatic. And I feel like my looks on my eyes and stuff are just not as dramatic as they used to be. So I don't really want to keep going for these dramatic lashes. And I would even recommend if you like dramatic lashes. It's just not like really my style, my eye style anymore. So I'm gonna have to go and see what other lash styles they have. The problem is if they didn't curve up, like they like kind of curve, then I would be able to wear these more often. And oh, by the way, I do want to mention that I think these were the faux mink ones, if I can remember correctly. So they feel really soft. Like, they feel so soft. They don't look nor feel plasticky. Moving on to the face, for concealer, I did use the Beauty Glazed under the eyes. I did not let it sit. Like I mentioned before, this is not the type of concealer that you need to let it sit before you blend it out. Blend it out right away. It doesn't even matter if you have oily skin, blend that out right away. So then I set that under the eyes, including all over the face, with the High Side Light Flawless Makeup Setting Powder in the shade number 2. Their setting powders are beautiful. I think you would call them like finely milled. Very thin, very smooth, and they also don't leave a cast. So I did also use this powder to clean up. And you guys can see it does not, oh, on the side of the nose as well. I use this powder to clean up, to clean up on the side of the face and on the side of the nose. And yes, it does not, as you can see, leave a cast. I did not use any setting spray to melt the powder, so it does not leave a powdery finish. If they don't have this powder, I would recommend any of them, because I have another powder that I got from Temu and it does the exact same. And they come in a couple of different shades. I think most of their powders come in up to 3 shades. For cream blush, I actually have 3 that I want to mention right here. Now, I do have a lot of them, but I wanted to recommend some shades that I feel like would be more fitting for the holidays. Beauty Glaze, again, Beauty Glaze is part of the brand that did the concealer. So this is the liquid blush in the shade B105 Hope. It is a beautiful tone pink. And it does come with a doe foot applicator. I would probably say it's a nice little peachy tone Mafic crystal blush, and I have this in the shade number 1. I also have the black one that is the PH color. These are both actually you know, those color changing blushes that when it touches your skin, it gives you that pretty pink tone. The ML Smile Tinted Moisturizer Cream Blush and Highlighter in the shades number 3 and 5. The packaging looks luxurious, by the way. So I went ahead and swatched the blushes for you guys. You can see it on my finger, and it's also swatched right here. So this is the Matte Crystal Blush, that shade right there. That is the Beauty Glaze Blush. The last one right here, which looks like the most pigmented, Tinted Moisturizer Cream Blush. And I am going to go ahead and swatch the Tinted Moisturizer Highlighter as well, because again, and this is in the shade number 5. Again, if you want a highlighter and you like the cream liquid, this is another one I would recommend. And they did have this highlighter in a couple of different shades as well. So that is how that highlighter looks. This one is a little bit more icy tone. So yeah, you can see, look at how pigmented that is. It does reflect in the light. This is the Matte Bronzer in the shade 6. So the packaging is the same, but one is the shade number 2 and one is the shade number 6. Now this bronzer is so pigmented. It is not powdery at all, and I love the shade. It is a neutral tone shade. It's not too warm tone, not too cool tone, so it kind of gives you like that in between. That would be like the best of both worlds. So you can like bronze with a big brush and kind of sculpt if you use sculpt the face if you use like a smaller brush. Now I do have a couple of other different powder blushes from Temu that I wanted to mention as well, but I'm using this one because I feel like, you know, we got to step out of our comfort zone and stop going with these peachy tones and these like brown tones and stuff like that. Go for something different, especially for the holidays. A Dame Ample Stylism New blush in the shade MO7. Now they did have this blush in a bunch of different shades, and it does have a mirror, and this is the shade. It's definitely a little bit more rosy tone, very creamy and pigmented. Has probably like a little bit of pink, a little bit of red to it. So yeah, there it goes right there. And these categories have multiple products from Temu, but again, I try to give you what you should see in your holiday kit. So this is the Hesse Beauty Lip Liner in the shade number 5. They do have these in a bunch of different shades as well. Very, very creamy and blendable. I did use it today, so I do need to sharpen it. Do not mind that. Let me see where can I swatch it at. I'm gonna swatch it like right along here. Ooh. Look at that, one swipe. Lip gloss that I would definitely recommend. I think like this is part of their tinted moisturizer, Sensory Party in the shade number 2. Is more of like a pinky tone, so I think it would go really, really nice with that blush shade. It feels wet on the lips. It literally feels wet as I'm applying it on my hand. Yeah, that's how it looks. And didn't I tell you guys, like next to that blush it would go really, really good? I did apply this on the lips today, but then when I came home I reapplied another lip gloss on top of it that could fit more with this bronzy tone that I have on here. But I'm still gonna apply this on the lips just so you guys can see it a little bit. I don't think you're really gonna be able to tell that much of a difference. Yeah, you may be able to tell it's a little bit more pink than it was. Okay, I closed back up and put all of these products. And don't you guys just love that it's like front and back open windows so you can see your products in the inside? So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed these recommendations. All of the links down below so you guys can buy these products, and also that code that you can use as well to save some points. So please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.